Welcome to the Guitar J YouTube channel. I am your host and guitar teacher, Miles, and today I'm going to give you an easy diatonic chords guitar lesson. You're going to learn the fundamentals. I'm going to show you an easy exercise to help you understand how to apply diatonic chords on the fretboard, and by the end of this you'll understand the definition of diatonic chords, you'll understand how they're constructed, and you'll understand how to apply them to chord progressions. So let's dive right into the lesson. First thing we need to do is define the word diatonic. Diatonic means from the scale. This means that diatonic chords are constructed from the notes in the scale. The easiest way to understand harmonizing diatonic chords is by harmonizing the major scale, particularly the C major scale. And the C major scale has the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So they are all natural notes and they start from the first degree C. And to play that on your guitar, you'll go to your first fret of your B string, and then you'll go 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. And that means from your starting note, you'll move up whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. And that's how we're going to harmonize our major scale. You're going to harmonize and build diatonic triads from each degree of the C major scale. So now let's look at those diatonic triads in order. Before I show you this diatonic chords exercise, I want you to know that there's a link in the description with a tab for this exercise. So we're going to be playing the diatonic chords in order, and every major scale has the same order of diatonic chords, which is 1 major, 1 through 7. So you have 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, 6 minor, 7 diminished. In order, that is major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. That is the exact same order of diatonic chords for every single major scale. So in the key of C major, that would give you C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and B diminished. So let's play those. So you'll start with C major. And to play the C major, you're just going to play an open G string, and then the first fret B, and then the open high E. And then you'll move up to your note D with your ring finger, and you'll play a D minor chord shape. And that's just going to be G2, B3, E1. Then you take that same shape and you move it up a whole step because we're playing another minor chord, and that's going to be the E minor chord. So altogether we have C major, D minor, E minor. Now remember, you can see all these chords in the tab. And then you go up a half step from here with a major chord shape, like a D major chord shape, but at the 6th fret rather than the 3rd fret. And that will give you the F major chord. Then you go up a whole step and you get the G major chord, go up another whole step and change it to a minor chord shape, and you'll get the A minor chord. Then go up a whole step to B and play the diminished shape to get the B diminished chord, and up a half step to C major. So I'm going to run down how to play all those again. So we're going to have G open, B1, and E open for the C major chord. For D minor, you'll have G2, B3, and E1. Up a whole step, you'll have G4, B5, E3. Up a half step, you have G5, B6, E5. Up a whole step, the same chord shape, you'll have G7, B8, and E7. Up a whole step from there, you'll play the minor chord shape with your middle finger on G9, ring finger on B10, index finger on E8. Then you'll move up to the diminished shape, which I use a bar on fret 10 of G and E, and then my ring finger on fret 12 of B. So that's 10, 12, 10, using your first and third fingers. And then finally we land on the octave, which is a C major chord, and you'll play that using a D major shape at fret 12, 13, and 12 of G, B, and high E, giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And once again in order, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. Now what you can do is you can learn Roman numerals and then you can create chord progressions with Roman numerals. So the way this works is an uppercase Roman numeral, for example, an uppercase I represents 1, and anything that's uppercase is major. And then if it's a lowercase numeral, you will be playing a minor chord or a diminished chord. So anything that's major is uppercase, and anything that's minor is lowercase. And when you see these numerals in order, for example, you see 1, 4, 5, the 1 would be represented by a capital I, the 4 would be represented by a capital I and a capital V, and the 5 would be represented by a capital V. That would mean you're playing your 1, 4, and 5 chords in the major scale. So in this case, your diatonic chords, your diatonic 1, 4, 5 chords are C major, that's your first chord. Your fourth chord is F major, and your fifth chord is G major. And I have all these Roman numerals shown in the link in the description. So once again, we have our 1 chord, C major, our 4 chord, F major, and our 5 chord, G major. And let's say we want to take this 1, 4, 5 progression and add another chord to it. You could, for example, add the minor 6. That's a very common interval. So you could play the, for example, the 1, 6, 4, 5 progression. That would give you 1, then 6 would be A minor, then 4 would be F major, and 5 would be G major. So that's C major, A minor, F major, G major. Then you could end on that C major chord at the 12th position. And that's how you can create chord progressions with your diatonic harmony. And that is it for today's lesson on diatonic chords. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more music theory guitar lessons like this one, and lessons on techniques and other cool guitar exercises. And also check out my newsletter, which will be linked to in the description below as well. There are over 150 people receiving my newsletter, 150 guitar players just like you. And so don't miss out on those theory and technique tips. They're free, completely free. And you have a fantastic day. As always, you can leave a comment below if you have any questions. And once again, I'll let you go, and I hope you have a fantastic day.